Hey, what's up everybody? Ben here from blogwithben.com, and welcome to the How to Start a YouTube Channel Step-by-Step tutorial. Whether you're passionate about cooking, gaming, teaching, or storytelling, there's a community out there waiting to hear from you. And today I'm going to walk you through every step of creating your channel from scratch, to publishing your first video, and even setting your channel up for monetization. And we're not just scratching the surface here. We're going to dive deep into the nuts and bolts of YouTube. You're going to learn how to set up your channel and establish your brand. You'll also learn how to configure important settings so that you gain access to advanced features to help you grow as a creator. We'll also design and create custom channel banners and thumbnails for your videos. You're going to learn how to publish a video, obviously, and we'll even leverage AI to expedite your workflow and make you a much more efficient YouTuber in the process. And last but not least, I'm going to show you how to set your channel up so that you can apply and join the YouTube Partner Program. This is a platform provided by YouTube that allows video content creators to monetize their content. And once you're part of this program, you'll gain access to the various features and tools that can help you generate revenue from your videos. And the YouTube Partner Program is a huge reason why I was able to leave my corporate job and become a full-time digital creator. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you everything you'll need to do in order to set yourself up for success as a YouTube creator. And really quick, before we get started, if you get any value out of this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Helps me bring you more resources, and it keeps you up to date with all of the WordPress, YouTube, and tech trends happening throughout the year. But either way, thank you so much for all your support. All right, with that being said, let's get started. So the first step in the process is to sign up for a free Google account. YouTube is owned by Google, and they have integrated their services to streamline their products and enhance user experience. And this integration means that a single set of credentials can be used across various Google services, including YouTube, Gmail, Google Drive, Google Photos, and more. So if you want to start a YouTube channel, you'll need to get a Google account. And I should point out that if you already have a Google account, then you could skip this part of the tutorial, but if not, this is how you can quickly get started. So go ahead and head over to the Google account homepage, which is what you're looking at right now, and I've linked to this in the video description below. And then in the upper right corner, click on the Create an Account button. Then from here, it's pretty straightforward, but let me do a quick walkthrough so that you can see how easy it is to sign up. So first they'll ask for some basic credentials like your first and last name, and then your birthday and gender. You'll also create your email handle. This will serve as your username to log into your Google account as well as your Gmail email account. You'll then create a password, and you'll then add a recovery email as well as a phone number. Now, you don't need to add a phone number, but I recommend that you do so that YouTube can verify you. It gives you access to more features within YouTube when you verify with the phone number as well. Then you can add some additional phone services if you want. I'm not using these, so I just skip them. And then you'll be asked to review your account and then confirm the privacy and personalization details. And just like that, your Google account is ready to go, and you can now start a YouTube channel. So with that being said, let's head on over to YouTube. And as I mentioned in the intro, we'll be creating a YouTube channel from scratch in this tutorial. However, if you already have a YouTube channel and want to add a new one to your account, the steps will be a little bit different when starting out, but we'll cover both ways to create a new channel in just a bit. So first things first, you'll need to sign into YouTube with your Google account if you haven't done so already. So let's click the sign in button in the upper right corner of the screen. And then select the account you want to sign in with. I'm selecting the Google account that I just made. And then I'll enter my password and click the next button. And because we're brand spanking new to YouTube, it will automatically start onboarding you where you'll be asked to create your channel name, handle, and profile picture. And we'll fill these out in just a sec. But before we do, if you already have a YouTube channel, here's how to add a new channel to your account. So from the YouTube homepage, in the upper right corner of the screen, click on your channel profile picture. Then from the drop-down menu, select Settings. Then within your YouTube channel section, click on the link that says Create a New Channel. You'll then be prompted to create your channel's name. So I'll do that really quick. Just type it in that field. And check the box that you understand that you're creating a new Google account as well, and then click the Create button. And just like that, you have a new YouTube channel. Now, you'll obviously want to click the Customize Channel button so that you could update your profile picture, create the channel handle, etc. And we'll go through all of that in greater detail in just a bit, but let's head back to the brand new account onboarding. Okay, so as I was saying, after you sign into YouTube for the first time, you'll be asked to create your channel name, handle, and profile picture. And if you haven't settled on a channel name just yet, no worries. You could always edit this anytime you want within your YouTube customization settings, which we'll go over in greater detail in just a bit. But keep in mind that whatever you put here will show up on the front end of your channel. As you can see, if we fast forward a little bit in the video, this is where your channel name will display, and then this is where your handle will display, and then this is obviously your profile picture. So back at the onboarding screen, go ahead and enter your new channel name in that field provided. And when you do, you'll see that YouTube automatically uses it as the channel handle as well. And depending on your channel name and branding, you may need to update the handle here, but I'm leaving it as is for this example. Next, it's time to add the channel profile picture. And you could use any picture that you want, but this is a great opportunity to extend your channel's brand because this image is not only used for your channel's homepage, but it's displayed next to all of your comments on YouTube, as well as within the video player. So a lot of channels use this as an opportunity to display their logo or a custom image of themselves that matches their brand and color scheme. And don't worry if you're not a graphic designer, that's where the free website canva.com comes into play. And I've linked to it in the video description below, but this website can help you create stunning graphics with their free design software. If you want to access all of the features, they do have a pro plan, which is only $9.99 per month. But if you're on a budget, you can get started for free and still access a ton of great design features. Another great thing about Canva is that you could sign up for their free account by using your free Google account. And we'll do that right now. So from the homepage, click either one of the sign up buttons. Then click the Continue with Google button and choose the account that you want to sync with Canva. So I'll select my new Google account that I just created. And then go ahead and click Continue to approve the connection and sign into Canva with your Google account. Then if this is your first time here, you may see some onboarding questions. Go ahead and select the one that pertains to you. I'm using Canva for personal reasons, so I'll select Personal. And next, they may ask you to purchase their pro plan. Again, if you have the budget for it, I recommend it, but you can get by with their free plan. So we'll click the Maybe Later button for now. And then congrats, you're in and now have access to Canva's design tools. Okay, so for this tutorial, I'm using Canva for all of my YouTube channel's imagery, which includes the profile picture, the channel banner, and video thumbnails. So first, let's create the channel profile picture. Remember, this is the image that displays on your channel's homepage, as well as next to all your comments that you make on YouTube. So this is a great opportunity to extend your brand and get creative. And YouTube recommends your profile pic be at least 98 by 98 pixels. I'm going to use 800 by 800 pixels because Canva has a ton of great YouTube logo templates within that size range. So to create your image, click the Create a Design button in the upper right corner of the screen, and you'll then be presented with some pre-made templates. But if you click the Custom Size button, you'll have the ability to enter custom dimensions for your design. And all you'll do is enter the width and height in those two fields, which again is 800 by 800 pixels. And as you can see, Canva even has a designated YouTube logo template that you can use. So clicking either the Create New Design button or that template button will take you to your digital canvas, which is what you're looking at right now. And the canvas is on the right-hand side of the screen. It's currently blank, but if you look towards the left-hand side of the screen, you'll have access to literally hundreds of pre-made templates that you could use, edit, and configure within the canvas. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to go through the entire design process in this video, but once you find a template you want to use, go ahead and select it, and it will be added to your canvas where you can begin designing it and making it your own. Again, I'm keeping it simple and I'm just adding a picture of myself on top of the yellow background, but Canva gives you a great opportunity to get creative and make your channel's profile pic or logo really stand out. Alright, so after you create your image, you'll want to download it so that you could use it on YouTube. So to do so, click the share button in the upper right corner of the screen, then click the download button. And from here, you could set the file type. It's currently a PNG, which I recommend using. Then I have the Pro account, so I can also change the size. I could set the transparency, I can compress it, and save the download settings. But either way, to download your image to your computer, click the download button. And just like that, we now have our YouTube profile pic. So let's head back to YouTube. Then click the select picture button. And YouTube actually gives you some free illustrations that you can use. We obviously don't need them since we created our own image. So go ahead and click the From Computer button. And then you can drag the image here or upload from your computer. I'll upload from my computer, so I'll click that button. And then find the image you want to use. I'm obviously using the image that I just created in Canva. Then you can crop the image if needed by repositioning the corners. Just drag and drop them to crop it. Then you can rotate the image by clicking the rotate button. But I'm leaving everything as is. And then once you're done, click the done button. And just like that, we have our YouTube profile pic. Awesome. So next, go ahead and click the Get Started button. And nothing happened. I assumed it would have taken us to the YouTube studio, but no worries, we'll do that right now. So moving on, next, let's start customizing our channel with the YouTube studio. In this portion of the tutorial, we're going to start customizing your channel by using the YouTube studio. This is like the back-end control panel for your YouTube channel and is where you can make changes to your account, upload a video, check your analytics, etc. You'll do so through your YouTube studio. And to get there, simply click your profile avatar in the upper right corner of the screen. It's currently using the default letter, but in a few minutes, YouTube will update this with the profile pic that we just uploaded, just FYI. Okay, then from the drop-down menu, select YouTube Studio. And if this is your first time here, there may be some onboarding pop-ups. These are to help guide you through some important aspects of your studio, and feel free to check them out if you want, but I'm going to close them since we'll be addressing most of them in this tutorial. Okay, so this is your YouTube studio. It doesn't look like much right now, but this is like home base for your YouTube channel. And before we dive in, let me give you a quick tour to help you learn your way around. So on the left-hand side of the screen, we have a sidebar menu where you could do things like access the front end of your channel, make branding edits, manage your content, update settings, review analytics, access your settings, and much more. And we'll be going through a lot of these menu items in just a bit, so you'll get pretty comfy with them shortly. Then on the right, whatever you have selected in the sidebar will display here. We currently have the dashboard selected, and this is the default view when you access your YouTube studio. But once you start uploading content, this dashboard will give you a great overview of your channel's performance, and it lets you keep tabs on things like your subscriber count, latest comments, revenue summary, and even the Creator Insider, which is YouTube's own channel, to share information from the YouTube creator technical team with the wider creator community, which is us. So anytime they post a video or have an update for us, it'll display here in your dashboard. Pretty cool. Helps you stay on top of things within YouTube. Then towards the top of the screen is a toolbar where, starting on the left, there's this little hamburger icon, and clicking this will collapse the sidebar menu if you want. Then there's the studio logo, and clicking on this will take you to your studio dashboard. Next is a search bar, and this lets you do a quick search for content within your channel. And this can come in handy when you start publishing content, because instead of rifling through your content management page, you can do a quick keyword search for your video and access it here through the search feature. Then on the right, we have some help resources, and clicking this little question mark icon will open a resource pop-up where you can access help docs and the help forum. Next to that is a create button, and this is what I use when I need to upload a new video. You just click this button and then you can start the uploading process. And we'll definitely go through that a little later on. And then finally, your profile avatar. And clicking on this will give you access to some additional account settings, as well as the ability to switch YouTube accounts if you have multiple profiles. All you'll do is click this, and then you can select to jump from channel to channel within your account. Okay, so that's the YouTube Studio in a nutshell. Next, let's get to work and start customizing your channel's branding. In this portion of the tutorial, we're going to start customizing your channel's brand by creating a channel banner and video watermark, as well as use a little AI to help craft the channel description and configure some basic info like your social links and contact info. Alright, so to start customizing, within the sidebar on the left-hand side of the screen, click on Customization. And this will bring you to your customization settings where you can customize your channel's layout, branding, and basic info. Now, we're not going to address the layout settings in this video, but once you start creating content, I highly recommend revisiting the layout customization settings and going through them. I'll be working on some additional tutorials in the future that address the layout settings, so be sure to subscribe to know when those videos drop. However, in this tutorial, we'll be going through the branding and basic info customization settings. So, with that being said, click on the Branding tab. And this is where you can update your profile pic, add your channel banner, and add a custom video watermark. Your channel's branding is crucial to your YouTube channel customization because it plays a significant role in establishing your channel's identity, attracting and retaining viewers, and differentiating your content from other creators. And we already got started with our profile pic, so next let's create a custom channel banner. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is that YouTube recommends your channel banner be at least 2048 by 1152 pixels and 6 megabytes or less. Plus, as you'll see in a few moments, your channel banner needs to be situated in a way so that the content lines up with the layout parameters set forth by YouTube. This allows for your banner to be viewed properly on all devices, but because of the large size of the image, getting the text to line up perfectly could be challenging. That's why I highly recommend using canva.com for your channel banner. They have a ton of great pre-made templates that make it so that you don't really have to stress too much about lining your content up with the required layout. And let me show you what I mean. So head over to Canva if you haven't done so already. And this time within your Canva account homepage, within that search field, type YouTube banner. And they actually have a few templates available, and feel free to check them out if you want, but I'm going to go with the first option of YouTube banner. So I'll select that one and check that out. Professional pre-made templates ready for you to use that ensure that your banner text will line up with the layout required by YouTube. This also ensures that your banner text, if you choose to have any, will look good when viewed on a television, desktop computer, or a mobile device. And you have a ton of templates to choose from, but remember, you can really make them your own and tailor them to fit your particular brand and color scheme by editing them within the canvas. For example, my YouTube channel isn't a gaming channel, but I like this banner layout, so I'll select it. And then to start customizing it, click the Customize This Template button. And then this is where the magic happens, and you can begin to mold it to meet your needs. Again, for the sake of time, I'm going to speed through me editing this template, but it's pretty easy to figure out once you get the hang of Canva. I'm not a graphic designer by any means, and I can get some pretty professional results with this free tool. And my 8-year-old daughter also has a Canva account, and she even started to use it for fun. So if an 8-year-old can figure it out, we can too, right? Okay. All right. So once you're done customizing your banner, don't forget to save it to your computer. And then let's head back to YouTube. And within the banner image section, click the Upload button and find the image you want to use. Then, as we saw a little earlier, YouTube gives you the layout parameters for how your banner will be viewed on a television, desktop computer, and mobile device. And the trick here is to get the text to line up so that it's viewable across all devices. And thankfully, we use the Canva template because having to just eyeball this and guess could take a ton of time and effort. But another cool thing here is that this template lets you crop it by dragging any of the 4 corners. And I'm actually going to make a small adjustment to the template so that the text is more centered. And there we go. How easy was that? Then once you're done making your edits, click the Done button. And congrats, you now have a professional channel banner for your YouTube channel. They give you a little preview of what it looks like here, but we'll take a closer look at it on the front end of your channel in just a bit. But next, let's create and add the video watermark. This is important for a few reasons, but this acts as a constant visual identifier for your content, reinforcing your brand on every video that you publish. And this consistent presence helps in building your brand recognition and brand loyalty. It also serves as a way to grow your subscriber count because the watermark is clickable. Viewers can hover over the watermark and directly subscribe to your channel, making it an effective tool for converting viewers into subscribers. And YouTube lets you add your own unique video watermark. And surprise, surprise, I used canva.com to create mine. So back at Canva, since YouTube recommends that all watermarks be 150 by 150 pixels, we'll want to design a custom-sized image. So once again, in the upper right corner of the screen, click the Create a Design button. Then click the Custom Size button and enter 150 pixels tall and wide, and then click the Create New Design button. Then for the sake of time, I'm just reusing my profile pic, but I will resize it so that it fits the new template. And there we go. Now, you can make this whatever you want, but I recommend making it similar to your brand or logo. Some people even put a call to action here with some text, but the text is kind of small and it's hard to read in my opinion. I recommend looking at what other YouTubers are doing and replicate what works for them. Remember, you could always come back to your YouTube branding settings and change your video watermark if you need to in the future. Just FYI. Okay, so that's going to work for now. So don't forget to download this to your computer, and then let's head back to YouTube. And within the video watermark section, click the Upload button and find the image you want to use. Again, you can crop it if you'd like, but I'm just keeping it as is, and then click the Done button whenever you're ready. Then you have the option to determine when your video watermark displays on your video. YouTube allows it to be shown at the end of the video, or you can even set a custom start time to show it at a certain point in your videos, or you can have it display during the entire video. So select the display time you want. I'm going to go with the entire video for this example. And our channel image branding customization is complete. So go ahead and click the Publish button to save these changes and make them live. And you should get a notification that the changes were published. Then to see them on the front end of your channel, meaning what they will look like to people who visit your YouTube channel, anytime you want to view your channel, you could do so within your dashboard by clicking your profile pic in the upper left corner. This will always allow you to view your channel on YouTube. And check that out. The channel banner, profile pic, title, and handle all look great. I love the Canva templates and how easy they make it. Before Canva, I was literally pulling my hair out going crazy trying to get things to line up properly so that my banner and pics looked good across all devices. And we'll take a look at the video watermark whenever we publish a video, but again, everything so far looks great. And speaking of that, this is what it looks like on a mobile device. Smooth and professional. This is a great first impression for when people view your channel on YouTube. If they come here and everything is well made and aesthetically pleasing, they'll be more likely to stick around, watch a video, and hopefully subscribe. So that's why it's important to set up your branding before you start publishing content for the world to see. Okay, now that the imagery is set for the branding, let's move on to customizing your channel's basic info. Alright, within your YouTube channel header, you can add a brief description as well as some links and an email address. And we're looking at my Blog with Ben YouTube channel so you can get an idea of what this looks like. And from your channel's homepage, you can add a brief intro about yourself or your channel, as well as external links that the viewer can click on. And when they do, it opens up this little pop-up window where they can read your full profile as well as get some more info about you and your channel. This is a great opportunity to introduce yourself to potential subscribers and grow your social followings. As you can see, I've linked to some of my Blog with Ben social networks where the viewer can visit and follow me there as well. Again, this basic info is a great way to grow your following and extend your brand. Plus, it's super easy to update. So back at YouTube, staying within the customization settings, click the Basic Info tab. And from here, you'll have the ability to edit things like your channel name and handle. And keep in mind that you could change your channel name and handle twice within a 14-day period. Another thing to point out here is that your YouTube channel's URL will always be youtube.com followed by a / and then your handle. So if you change your handle, your channel URL will change as well. Just keep that in mind if you start sharing this link or adding it to your website or social channels. All right, then you could also add your pronouns here if needed. Then scrolling down a bit, you can add your channel description. Remember, this will appear in the About section of your channel and the search results, so this is an important part of your channel's brand as well. And this is also where we're going to leverage the power of AI. Now, if you already have something in mind in terms of what you want to write here, by all means, start typing in this box and write your custom channel description. But if you're anything like me, you'll need some inspiration for content. That's when ChatGPT can come into play. And I'll link to this in the video description below, but if you're new to ChatGPT, it's a highly advanced artificial intelligence language model that can create human-like text. It's like having a virtual assistant who's always ready to generate content with you. Plus, you can get started with ChatGPT for free by visiting the OpenAI homepage link in the video description below. And then from here, click the Sign Up button. Then just like Canva, you could streamline the sign-up process by signing in with your Google account. So I'll select the Continue with Google option. And then select the Google account that you want to link to. Then click Continue to authorize the connection and to sign in to ChatGPT. Then they may ask you for your name and birthday. Go ahead and fill that out, and then click the Agree button. And in a few moments, you should be redirected to ChatGPT where, since I'm brand new, they have some tips for getting started. Go ahead and review those, and then click the OK, Let's Go button when you're ready. And voila, welcome to ChatGPT. This is the free version, so it's technically ChatGPT 3.5. If you pay for their premium version, which is around $20 per month, I believe, you get access to ChatGPT 4.0. But the free version is still very powerful and will get us some great results for what we're going to use it for in this tutorial, which is going to be our channel and video descriptions. So first, the channel description. And the interface is really quite simple. There's a text field towards the bottom of the screen. This is where you'll type your prompt and tell the AI what you want it to do. So again, for this example, I'm going to ask the AI to write a 1,000-character long YouTube channel description. That's the character max allowed by YouTube, 1,000 characters. You don't have to make yours that long, but I'm using 1,000 characters for this example. All right, and then I'll ask ChatGPT to write it for a channel called Ben's Demo Channel. I'll also tell it to write the description in paragraph format without emojis, and then I'll simply state that the channel reviews tech products. And as you get used to using ChatGPT, you'll get a better feel for what prompts work best for you. Okay, so after you've typed out your prompt, click this little arrow icon towards the right, or you could just click Enter on your keyboard, and that will submit the prompt to ChatGPT, and you'll watch the AI get to work. Now, while ChatGPT is extremely powerful, it's not perfect. You should review the output carefully. Make sure the text makes sense, that it's clear, and that the content is aligned with you and your channel. This means that you may need to make some edits after you add it to YouTube. But either way, this is still a very powerful tool that saves me a ton of time when it comes to things like this. Okay, so once it's done, I'm seeing some things that I definitely want to change here, but I also think it's a great start. It does look a little long, but no worries, I can trim that down after I add it to YouTube. So with that being said, let's copy this text from ChatGPT. So I'll highlight it and copy it. I'm on a Mac, so I'm pressing Command C on my keyboard to copy it. Then I'll head back to YouTube, and within the description box, paste the text from ChatGPT. And again, I'm on a Mac, so I'm pressing Command P on my keyboard to paste it. And I was right, we're a little over the character limit. I told you the AI wasn't perfect, but it still saved me a ton of time. Okay, so there are some edits I also want to make to the text, so let me do that really quick. And all I'm doing here is updating the text so that it's singular first-person pronouns like I and me instead of we and us. And then I'm going to take some of these sentences out so that we meet the character limit. And there we go. We're under the character limit and the description looks good. Now, I normally wouldn't create a description this long, or if I did, I'd probably break it up into some paragraphs. But either way, ChatGPT could save you a ton of time, and it helps streamline the process of getting this channel up and running. So I'm a huge advocate for using AI, and we'll be using it for our video descriptions a little later on in the tutorial as well. But for now, let's move on. Okay, so now that we have our description, if you look below that, you can add translations for your channel name and description to help your videos reach a global audience. Just click this plus add language link and select the original language of your description and then what you want to translate it to. I'm leaving this as is, but this translation feature can come in handy if you know that a large portion of your audience will be in a foreign country. Below that, we have your channel URL. This is different from the URL earlier that used your channel handle, but this will still direct traffic to your YouTube channel and is the standard web address for your channel. It includes your unique channel ID, which is the numbers and letters at the end of the URL. Next are the links. This is where you can share external links with your viewers that will be viewable on your channel profile about page. Remember, they will display here, and when clicked, it will open up the About pop-up window, and then the viewer can access your external links. This is a great way to drive traffic to your website or blog if you have one, and your social channels. And all you'll do is within the customization settings, click the plus add link icon. And then in the link title field, enter the title of whatever it is that you're linking to. If it's a website, just type website in that field. If it's Facebook, type Facebook. If it's Instagram, just type Instagram. You get the idea. Then in the URL field, enter the URL of whatever it is you're linking to. If you need to add additional links, just click the plus icon and follow the same steps. Also, if you need to remove any links, just click this trash icon and that will remove the link from the lineup. Okay, moving on to the contact info. This is pretty straightforward, but this is where you can enter an email address that will serve as a way for you to let people know how to contact you with business inquiries. The email address you enter may appear in the About section of your channel and it will be visible to viewers, so keep that in mind. But all you'll do is just enter the email address in that field. Alright, that's going to do it for the basic info. So once you're done filling everything out, go ahead and click the Publish button in the upper right corner of the screen. And once again, you'll get a notification when the changes have been published. Perfect. So let's take a look at our channel really quick. And remember, you can get there by clicking your profile pic in the upper left corner of your studio dashboard. And then from here, when you click the More About This Channel, the pop-up window will appear where, depending on whatever you wrote, you'll see your channel description, followed by some links if you've added them, and your channel details, which isn't much since we just started, and then your email address will also be included here if you added it. Now, I didn't add any links or contact info for this example, but if you did, they will all display here. Another thing I want to point out is that sometimes it takes YouTube a little bit of time to update the front end of your channel from time to time. So in a few minutes, this More About This Channel will change to the first few words of the channel description. Plus the social link icons within the About pop-up may take a few minutes to show up as well. Just keep that in mind. But either way, if you aren't seeing your changes right away, just give it a few minutes, clear your browser's cache, and refresh the page. You should see your changes then. Okay, moving on. Next, let's go over some important channel settings that you should configure, as well as enabling some intermediate and advanced features so that you can get the most out of your channel. In this portion of the tutorial, we're going to configure some important settings so that you can start your channel off on the right foot. So, within your YouTube Studio dashboard, Towards the left bottom corner, you can access your channel settings by clicking where it says Settings. Then from here, you can configure a lot of important aspects of your channel that many people often overlook. So let's go through some of those key settings. First, within the General section, you'll want to select your default units. This is the currency unit you would want to see in the YouTube Studio. This does not change the payout currency, which is set in your Google AdSense account. And I hope I'm not confusing you. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves because channel monetization, which is referred to as the YouTube Partner Program, won't be a factor when you're brand new to YouTube because you can't apply until you reach certain requirements set forth by YouTube. But it's still important to set things up properly. And we'll address those things in greater detail during the monetization portion of this tutorial. But either way, the default units here, which I have set to US dollar, will be the ad revenue currency that YouTube displays in the back end of the YouTube Studio dashboard. Okay, moving on to the channel settings. And clicking on that tab gives you the ability to configure some basic info, advanced settings, and feature eligibility. First, the basic info. This is where you'll set your country of residence. You can choose the country region for your YouTube channel using that down arrow. But please keep in mind that eligibility for the YouTube Partner Program, which again is the ability to earn revenue through YouTube, is based on the country region setting you choose here. And you can see if your country or region is approved in the YouTube's Help Center, which I've linked to in the video description below. After you've selected the country of residence, next you'll want to add keywords related to your channel in that text box. And YouTube channel keywords are specific terms that define your channel's focus to the YouTube algorithm. And the right keywords for your YouTube channel categorize your content more accurately, which is important for your channel's growth on the platform. For example, if your channel talks about tech products, keywords like tech reviews or technology tutorial make it more likely for YouTube to show your channel to users interested in these topics. Now, if you need some help with keyword research or maybe some inspiration, I highly recommend leveraging our AI assistant, ChatGPT, for coming up with some keyword ideas related to your YouTube channel. And all I did here was I created a prompt asking ChatGPT to list some keywords that would be related to my YouTube channel that reviews tech products. I also added that the YouTube channel is called Ben's Demo Channel. Then when we send that to the AI, we get a list of relevant keywords that ChatGPT has generated by leveraging large amounts of text data from public sources such as news articles, Wikipedia articles, book reviews, and web pages to generate this response. And looking over them, I'm really happy with the results. So once you have your keywords, back at the channel settings, within the keyword text box, simply type each keyword one by one, separating them with a comma. And when you do, you'll see each one in its own little bubble there. But keep in mind that the character limit is 500. So add as many relevant keywords under that character limit. Okay, once you've added all of your keywords and you've set your country of residence, let's move on to the advanced settings. So go ahead and click that tab. And the first advanced setting is to set your audience, stating whether your content is made for kids or not made for kids. By default, YouTube will set it so that you review this setting for each video, but what this means is that if your video features actors, characters, activities, games, songs, stories, or other subject matter that reflects an intent to target children, it's likely made for kids. And you can find more information on this topic in the YouTube Help Center, but regardless, this is where you could set your default audience to be for kids or not for kids. You even have the option to say that you want to review this audience setting for every video, but if you're not creating content aimed at children, then you'll more than likely select no. Set this channel as not made for kids. Below that is the Google Ads account linking. And this essentially allows you to link your YouTube channel to a Google Ads account to let the linked Google Ads account run ads based on interactions with your channel's videos and to access insights from your channel's videos as well. More than likely, you won't need to worry about this right now, but if you do have a Google Ads account and you want to link to your YouTube channel, click this link, account link, and enter your link name in Google Ads customer ID. All right, scrolling down to the next advanced setting, which is automatic captions. And YouTube has automatic captions on all of your videos, and if you say bad words in your videos, it will auto caption those words. However, checking this box tells YouTube that you don't want potentially inappropriate words to show up on your closed captions. And if you check this box, YouTube replaces potentially inappropriate words with an open bracket, 2 underscores, and a closed bracket. This setting doesn't affect any audio tracks or manually edited captions, and it's intended to help prevent potentially inappropriate words mistakenly appearing in the automatic captions. It also doesn't affect your video's monetization status, just FYI. Okay, moving down to the next advanced setting, which is advertisements. And this has to do with interest-based ads. It's unchecked by default, but if you check this box, personalized ads will not be shown on videos on your channel, such as ads based on viewers' interests or remarketing ads. This may significantly reduce your channel's revenue, so if you plan on monetizing your channel later on, I highly recommend that you leave this unchecked. The next setting is allowing viewers to clip your content. And what this means is that if this is selected, you're allowing viewers to clip a small portion of your video or live stream and share it with others on social channels or direct communications like email or text. Clips are public and can be watched by anyone with access to the clip who can also watch the original video. And don't worry about people stealing your content via clips. When someone clips your content through YouTube, the original content gets attribution for all of the watch time and view metrics, as well as any ad revenue. So I recommend keeping this checked, but if you don't want people clipping your content, just uncheck this box. Then finally, there are some other settings where you can manage your account or remove it completely if needed. All right, that's going to do it for the advanced settings. Let's move on to the feature eligibility section. So go ahead and click that tab. And this is where you can essentially verify your account in order to be granted access to some key features to help you grow your channel. And YouTube breaks it down into 3 tiers: standard, intermediate, and advanced features. By default, you'll have the standard features enabled, but you'll be eligible for the intermediate and advanced features. And in order to access those 2 additional features, you'll need to verify your identity. So first, let's take a look at the intermediate features. So go ahead and click that arrow to open the tab. And on the left-hand side, you'll see the features within this tier. They include being able to upload videos longer than 15 minutes, also being able to use custom thumbnails, and having the ability to live stream via YouTube. These are obviously very helpful when it comes to engaging your audience and building your personal brand. So I highly recommend enabling these features. And the way you'll do that is listed on the right-hand side. You'll see the requirements for the intermediate features are to have the standard features enabled, which we do, and then to verify a phone number. So let's do that really quick. So go ahead and click the Verify Phone Number button. You'll then be redirected to another page where you'll be asked how you want to receive the verification code, text or by phone call. Then below that, you'll select your country and enter your phone number. And then once all that's filled out, click the Get Code button. You'll then be redirected to another page where you'll enter the 6-digit code that was just sent to you. Now, it may take a few minutes for you to receive the code, so just be patient, but once you get it, enter it in that field provided and click the Submit button. Then in a few seconds, you should get a success notification letting you know that the code worked and your phone has been verified. You now have access to the intermediate features. And if we head back to YouTube, just go to your YouTube Studio if the phone verification shut your browser window and reopen the settings. And then the Channel tab. And select Feature Eligibility again. And check that out. The intermediate features are now marked as enabled, and you can now upload videos longer than 15 minutes, create custom thumbnails, and live stream from YouTube. All right, finally, we have the advanced features. So let's open that tab by clicking the arrow. And on the left, we have the features within this tier. And most of them have to do with live streaming and the amount of videos and shorts you can upload. but the two most important in my opinion are the ability to post external links in your video descriptions and being eligible to apply for monetization. Reason being, if you can post external links under your videos, meaning links that take the viewer away from YouTube, then you could post affiliate links, or you can direct traffic to an opt-in form or to your social channels, etc. Having the ability to post external links within your video descriptions is key to earning money on YouTube next to ad revenue. External links are how I make a large percentage of my yearly income from YouTube, so if you plan on monetizing your channel, you'll definitely want this enabled. Secondly, being eligible to apply for monetization means that you can apply to share in the ad revenue generated by ads run during your videos. So if you want to earn money from ads, you'll first need to have the advanced features enabled. After that, you'll have the ability to apply for monetization, which is the YouTube Partner Program, but only after you meet YouTube's requirements. And again, we'll cover all that a little later on in the video, but either way, if you want to earn money with your channel, turning this feature on is the first step. And the way to do that is on the right-hand side. Now, the requirements for this one are a little stricter. You can't just verify with a phone number. You need the intermediate features enabled, and then if you click the Access Features button, you'll get a better idea of what the rest entails. So you have a couple ways to get verified here. If you want to be approved right away, usually within 1 day, you'll either need to verify through video verification or with the valid ID. These two steps are more involved, but you'll more than likely be verified and approved within 1 day by using either one of those methods. If you opt to go with the Build Channel History option, this will take a little longer, roughly 2 months, but it basically allows you to just post content on YouTube for a few months while YouTube monitors and makes sure you're following the community guidelines. Then after 2 months, you'll be approved and the advanced features will be enabled. It's up to you on which one you choose, but once you select one, just click the Next button and follow the prompts on how to get started. Now, this is just a demo account, so I'm not selecting anything here, but I would more than likely just select Valid ID, where I'd take a photo of my ID, like a passport or driver's license, and submit it to YouTube. They'll walk you through the process there, and then after the ID is approved, I'd gain access to the advanced features. Then, after 2 months of channel activity and following the YouTube community guidelines, you'll establish channel history, and then YouTube will automatically delete the ID from their records, just FYI. But again, this is a demo account, so I'm not enabling the advanced features in this tutorial, but hopefully that was helpful and you're able to get verified and enable all 3 of these feature sets. Okay, moving on. So for the sake of time, I'm not going to go over the upload default or permission settings. Feel free to take a look at these, but for the most part, if you're brand new to YouTube, you more than likely won't need to worry about these settings right now. But whenever you have some extra time, I do recommend that you check them out. All right, next, let's take a look at the community settings. So there's a lot to unpack here, and again, for the sake of time, I'm not going to go over all of these, but the majority of these community settings have to do with setting moderators for your comments in your channel. And if you're a solo YouTuber like me, you probably will never touch these settings. However, I still recommend reviewing them and taking a closer look at everything here when you have some extra time. But since we're here, there is one community setting I do want to go over, and that's the blocked words setting. So if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a text box where you'll simply type the words you want YouTube to block from appearing in your comments. Now, it's totally up to you and how you want to run your channel, but if you don't want profanity or harmful or spammy phrases to appear in your comments, then add them here. Comments containing or closely matching these terms may be held for review for up to 60 days unless they're from someone on your approved user list. Live chat messages containing or closely matching these terms will also be blocked. So please keep in mind that comments with blocked words can be reviewed and approved on your comments page under the Held for Review tab. Next, if you click the Defaults tab, you'll have the ability to completely shut off your comments. Just select Off. Okay, that's going to do it for the settings. Again, I'm skipping the creator demographics. This is where you'll tell YouTube your demographics, and this is completely optional, but it helps YouTube better understand the demographic and identity information of you as the creator and artist communities on YouTube. Then finally are the agreements, which I currently have selected, but this is just showing you the legal agreement you have with YouTube, where all use of the service is subject to YouTube terms of service. All right, that's going to do it for the settings. So once you're done configuring everything, don't forget to click the save button. And all of your settings will be saved and implemented on your channel. Okay, let's head back to the YouTube Studio dashboard really quick. So in the left-hand sidebar, click on where it says Dashboard. And moving on, next, let me show you how to publish your first YouTube video and go over some pro tips to help expedite the process so you can not only get your video content in front of an audience, but ensure that it looks professional and ad-friendly. In this portion of the tutorial, I'm going to show you how to publish a video on YouTube. Now, a quick disclaimer, I'm not going to show you how to create your video, so we're not going to go over production, lighting, camera, editing software, etc. That's a whole other video series in itself. And if you don't have any of that stuff just yet, no worries. Nowadays, you can get some pretty good quality from a mobile device or even some budget cameras out there. But either way, I just wanted to let you know that this part of the tutorial is going to focus on the actual act of publishing your video on YouTube after you've recorded it. So with that being said, let's publish a video on YouTube. Okay, so before I actually publish my videos, I make sure that I have two things done. The first is the video description. The second is the video thumbnail. So first, the video description. This is the text that displays below each video where you can provide viewers with more information about the content of your video. You can share links, credits, legal disclaimers, or any other additional context. It serves multiple purposes from improving video discoverability to guiding viewers to take specific actions. Second is the custom thumbnail. This is a small clickable image that represents your video on the YouTube platform. It's essentially a visual preview or snapshot that aims to give viewers a quick glimpse of what your video is about. The thumbnail is one of the first things viewers notice, and it plays a crucial role in influencing their decision to click and watch your video. So, as I said, I like to have my video description and thumbnails done before I publish a video. And for all my videos, I like to use templates. It speeds up the process and makes my workflow much more efficient. And this is what works for me in my channel. You may find something else that works for you, but from my experience, what we're about to go over has helped me become more efficient, and it has led to channel growth and increased engagement. So first, for the video description, I love to use ChatGPT, surprise, surprise. But I don't just tell it to write a video description. I have a specific prompt that outlines what I want the description to say and the order of each section of that description. This is my template, and it has served me well so far. Feel free to use it on your videos if you'd like. And I've created a little prompt Google Doc that you can copy and paste and edit to your liking. I've linked to that in the video description below. But all you'll do here is you'll copy the text and then paste it on maybe your own Google Doc or even in ChatGPT, and then just swap out the red font with what pertains to you. For example, the video description prompt outline says, write a YouTube video description for a video on your topic. In the video, describe the content of your video. My audience, describe some aspects of your audience. And then I go on to say, use SEO keywords relevant to your topic. Don't list out the SEO keywords, use them within the description. Then this is where I give the order of the sections to include within the description. So I say sections to include, title, description, what you'll learn, chapter details, timestamps, useful resources, stay connected, this includes social links, conclusion, and relevant hashtags. And then this is an example of what a tailored version of that prompt may look like. It says, write a brief YouTube video description for a video on how to start a YouTube channel. In the video, I show people how to set up their YouTube channel, create their channel profile pic and banner, use ChatGPT to create their channel description, go over channel settings, and publish their first video. My audience is new to tech and YouTube. Use SEO keywords relevant to how to start a YouTube channel. Don't list out the SEO keywords. Use them within the description. Sections to include: title, description, what you'll learn, chapter details, timestamps, useful resources, stay connected, social links, conclusion, and relevant hashtags. Then this finalized prompt is what you'd paste into ChatGPT. So let me do that really quick. I'm just going to highlight this text and copy it. I'm on a Mac, so I'm pressing Command C on my keyboard to copy it. Then let's head over to ChatGPT, and within the text field, paste the prompt. Again, I'm on a Mac, so I'm pressing Command P on my keyboard to paste it, and then we'll send that prompt through, and the AI gets to work. Now remember, the AI isn't perfect, and you'll more than likely need to make some adjustments to this description after it's done, especially with the timestamps and chapter details. You'll definitely need to edit those. And then there will probably be some text edits as well, so it's important to read through the description carefully before publishing it on YouTube. But I must say, this tool has saved me so much time, and in the life of a full-time digital creator, time is money. And the more time this saves me, the more time I can direct towards creating content, which in turn helps me earn more revenue. Okay, I'm already seeing something I want to change, and that's the title and some of the description. I want to use a specific keyword phrase in both of them. So check this out. I'm going to stay within the chat session here in ChatGPT, but I'm going to ask it to include how to start a YouTube channel in the title and in the first sentence of the description. And then let's send that through. And voila, the AI has taken my query and generated a new output with my updated request. I love it. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that video description. We'll move forward with using it on the video. But next, let's create the video thumbnail. And if you've been watching the whole tutorial up to this point, you won't be surprised that I use canva.com to create my thumbnails. And they too have some great templates that can help speed up the design process. So from your Canva account homepage, in the search field, type YouTube thumbnail. And you'll have a few options, but if you click the See All link towards the bottom there, you can browse the thousands of pre-made templates that you could then edit and use on your YouTube video thumbnails. Again, the fact that Canva just gives these to you and then allows you to edit them within their design software is really a game changer, because you used to have to either spend hours trying to come up with ideas and then learning how to use complicated and expensive design software, or you had to hire someone to do it for you, which used to cost me anywhere from $300 to $1,000 per project. So the fact that we can just come in here and have thousands of pre-made professional design templates to choose from is such a lifesaver. Okay, so once you find one that you want to use, just like the channel banner template, click on it to select it. Then click the Customize this template button. And I'm going to speed through the design process, but hopefully you could start to see how beneficial these templates are when it comes to doing things like this. Plus, when I'm done here, I can reuse this template so that my thumbnails keep a consistent look and feel throughout my channel. I love using Canva for things like this. I keep saying that, but it saves me so much time. Okay, so that's going to do it for this thumbnail. And don't forget to save the image to your computer. Then let's head back to YouTube and publish the video. Alright, now the fun begins. We have our video description and thumbnail, so it's time to officially publish a YouTube video. Again, I'm assuming you already have a video ready to go. I'm just using a quick little video that I shot on my iPhone for this example, but regardless of how you recorded it, whenever you're ready, this is how you'll publish it on YouTube. So, from your YouTube studio, in the upper right corner, click the Create button. You'll then be presented with a drop-down menu with some content creation options. We're uploading a video, so select Upload Videos from that menu. Next, you can drag and drop your video file onto the page, or click the Select Files button to browse and choose the video file from your computer. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'll find the video on my computer. And there we go. Next, you'll be taken to the video details page, where if you look towards the bottom of the screen, you'll see your video upload progress. And depending on the length of your video, this will vary. But you'll only be able to officially publish your video when this is done uploading and processing. In the meantime, let's get to work on the video details. So if you look towards the top of the screen, YouTube does a great job of simplifying the process and walking you through step by step. And I should point out that once you have the ability to monetize your channel, these steps will change, but when you're just starting out, this is what they'll include. So first we'll start with the video details. This includes the title, description, thumbnail, playlist, some audience options, as well as pay promotion, tags, and subtitles. And we have most of this ready to go, starting with the title and description. We created that in ChatGPT, so let's head over there really quick, and I'll just grab the title and copy it. And then back at YouTube. And real quick, check that out. Our video is done uploading. You'll notice that YouTube automatically chooses some screenshots to use as the thumbnail. You can disregard that because we'll be using the custom thumbnail we created in Canva. Okay, so now that we have the title, go ahead and paste it from ChatGPT in the field there. And then next, let's get the video description. So back at ChatGPT, go ahead and highlight the description and copy it. And I should point out that the formatting here, like the bulleted lists and the hyperlinks, won't transfer to the video description in YouTube. So we'll need to do some editing after we paste it, just FYI. Okay, back at YouTube, paste the description from ChatGPT in the text box like so. And as I said before, you'll probably need to do some reformatting, so let me do that really quick. I'm going to make some spaces between the headings and the content to make it easier to read, and I'm also going to change some of the text in the description as well. But feel free to tailor it to fit your style and voice. All right, now if you recall in the prompt, I told ChatGPT to create my video description without emojis, and that's because the AI tends to use emojis in weird places, and I never really liked how it looked. However, I actually do like to use emojis in my video descriptions, but I like to choose them and manually add them to the content. And the way I do that is with a free site called emojipedia.org. I'll link to it in the video description below, but you could search for and use tons of great emojis like this brain emoji. Once you find one you want to use, just click the copy button. And once copied, you can paste it within your content. And I like to use emojis next to my headings. Helps illustrate the point and kind of makes it stand out. Again, you don't have to do this, but it's just a way that I like to make my descriptions unique and stand out. And then as you can see, I've added various emojis related to the heading, and it just gives a little extra flair. Okay, next I want to go over adding links to the description. As you can see, this video description from ChatGPT included a useful resources section that linked to a few internal and external links. However, the hyperlinks didn't transfer over because YouTube doesn't allow hyperlinks. You have to write out the entire URL in the video description. Also, if you recall back when we went through the channel settings, specifically the standard, intermediate, and advanced features, you need to be approved for the advanced features and have them enabled in order to add external links to your video descriptions. And external links are anything that takes viewers away from YouTube, like your social links, affiliate links, or links like this in my resources section, as you'll see in a few moments. So let's add some links. And if we head back to ChatGPT, you can actually grab those links by right-clicking on them and then select Copy Link Address from the pop-up menu. Then back at YouTube, paste the full URL like so. And make sure your links all include the HTTPS prefix followed by the URL. It'll look like this. And then this is a link that keeps the viewer within YouTube. So this is considered an internal link. But as you'll see in a few moments, because I don't have the advanced features enabled, I won't be able to post external links. And let me show you what I mean. So whenever I try to add them within the video description, and I'm bringing these over from ChatGPT, since I don't have the advanced features enabled on this demo account, YouTube won't let me add clickable external links within the description. And you can tell by this red box around the description, as well as this notice towards the bottom. So for this example, I'm going to actually remove the external links, like the ones in the resources section, as well as the social links. But again, after you're verified and have the advanced features enabled, you can add these back. Okay, next I want to go over the timestamps and chapter details. ChatGPT basically guessed the times and sections of my video when they created this description, but it's still really helpful because it gives you an outline of what you could use for your timestamps. And timestamps are essentially clickable links that allow viewers to jump to specific parts or sections of a video. As you can see in one of my Blog with Ben videos, the timestamps are a way of indexing the content and enhancing the viewer's experience by providing a neatly organized breakdown of the video's content. Plus, on the front end of the video, YouTube actually breaks up the timeline and puts the chapter details title within the various timeline sections. Viewers can easily skip to parts of the video that interest them the most, providing a clear, organized way to navigate your video content, enhancing the overall viewer experience. And again, for this video description, ChatGPT guessed where the timestamps would be and gave them their own titles. So you'd obviously want to go back to your video and locate the key moments, notate the time of those key moments, and then create your chapter details for each key moment within the description. And all you do in YouTube is just update the timestamps and chapter details within the description, and then you'll have a simple yet effective way to improve your content's accessibility. Plus, it's nice being able to just jump from section to section without having to fast forward or rewind and guess where key moments are. Your audience will thank you if you have timestamps, trust me. Finally, the last thing I want to point out about the description are the hashtags. This is a somewhat recent addition to the YouTube description features, but the hashtags are keywords or phrases preceded by the hash symbol included in your video description. And these hashtags become clickable links once the video is published, and viewers can click on these links to find other videos on YouTube tagged with the same hashtag. Plus, when you add hashtags to the description, YouTube automatically adds the first 3 below the video title, as well as in the description. So keep that in mind when you're creating and adding your hashtags to your descriptions. Okay, that's going to do it for the description. Let's move on to the thumbnail. Again, by default, if you don't upload a custom thumbnail, YouTube will automatically grab a screenshot from your video and use that as the thumbnail. But we created a custom one in Canva, and all you'll do is click the Upload Thumbnail button, and then find the image you want to use. And just like that, we have a custom thumbnail. Okay, moving on. Next, you have the option to add your videos to a playlist. We're not covering that in this tutorial, but playlists are collections of videos that are grouped together, often under a common theme or topic, and are a versatile tool for organizing content and enhancing the viewer experience. For example, if you have a video series, like maybe educational or instructional content, instead of creating a 10-hour-long video, you could break it up into smaller individual videos and then add them to a playlist. You can also determine the order of the videos and encourage viewers to watch more of your content in one session, increasing watch time and engagement on your channel. Again, we aren't addressing playlists in this tutorial, but this is where you would create and add your video to a particular playlist. Below that are the audience settings, age restrictions, and some additional settings that we won't configure in this tutorial, but feel free to take a closer look at these if you need to. I rarely use these unless someone pays me to create a video. In that case, I'd need to set the paid promotion feature to let my audience know that I was paid to create the video. So as you grow, when businesses approach you and maybe ask you to create a sponsored video for them, you'll need to configure the paid promotion settings for that video. Just FYI. Alright, once you're done here, go ahead and click the Next button, and this will take you to the Video Elements step. This is where you can configure subtitles if you have them enabled for the video. You can add an end screen and cards. And again, for the sake of time, we're not configuring these settings in this video, but I am working on a video that addresses them in greater detail, which I'll try to get done within the next month or so. But the reason I'm not covering these elements is that when you're just starting out, not everyone will use subtitles or video cards. And video cards are like a little link that displays over your video that the viewer can click on to go to other videos, playlists, or links. And the end screen, which is actually super helpful in promoting other videos, takes a little time to set up. And again, when you're just starting out, you may not have many videos to promote, so that's why we're skipping this for now. But I do highly recommend checking it out when you have some extra time. And I'll have a video on this topic in the near future. So be sure to subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel to be the first to know when that video drops. Okay, so that's going to do it for this section. So go ahead and click the Next button. And this is the copyright checks section. This is where YouTube scans your video for possible copyright infringements. And you'll be notified here on whether or not you have any copyright issues. And we don't. No issues were found on this video, so we can move on and click the Next button. And this will bring us to the final step, which is where you'll set the visibility of your video. You can choose to have it private, which means only you and people you choose can view the video. Unlisted, which is anyone with the link can view your video. And then there's public, and this means everyone can view your video. Then you also have the option to schedule it, where you can set the date to make your video public. This comes in handy after you start publishing videos and gain some insight on your audience's analytics, like where they're viewing your videos from and what time most of your audience is online. And once you know that data, this schedule release is a great option to optimize your views. Okay, I'm actually setting this to private since this is a demo account, but you'd more than likely select public and then click the save button. And then since my video is private, nothing will show up here in the dashboard, but once you publish your video to public, your studio dashboard will look like this. Your most recently published video will display here, as well as some stats about the video's performance. And anytime you want to access your videos, within the sidebar on the left-hand side of the screen, click the Content tab. This is a central hub where you can manage all of your video content. It's a comprehensive space that provides an overview of your uploaded videos and gives you access to various tools and features for managing them. Now, we only have one video listed here, but as you begin creating content, this is where they'll all be listed for you to review and access. Also, if you hover your mouse over a video within the list, you'll have access to the additional options and editing features. First are the details, and if you click on that pencil icon, this lets you edit the video details. That includes the title, description, thumbnail, tags, and more. Next are the analytics, and clicking this provides access to detailed analytics for each video, including views, watch time, engagement metrics, and audience demographics. Next are the comments, and this lets you manage comments for each video, including reviewing, responding to, and deleting comments. This little icon lets you view the video on YouTube, and then clicking this three-dot icon opens additional options where you can edit the title and description if needed. You can grab the shareable link of the video, promote it. This is a paid feature, meaning you'd create an ad for your video via Google Ads. We're not covering that in this video, but it's a great way to get more eyes on your content if you have the budget for it. Then you can download the video or even delete it forever. Next to that is the visibility of the video. You can change the visibility here if needed. It's public, but you can set it to private or unlisted here if you want. Also not shown here are the monetization settings. So once you're approved to monetize your YouTube channel, you can turn monetization on or off for each video here as well. Okay, then to get back to your dashboard, click the Dashboard tab in the sidebar. And then let's take a look at our published video on the front end of our channel. So remember, one way to get to your YouTube channel within the studio is to just click your profile pic in the upper left corner. And check that out, our video is live on YouTube. Awesome. Then when you click on it, you're taken to the video player and the video begins to play. And this was just a quick little demo video that I shot on my iPhone. The quality isn't great, but you get the idea. The video player displays our video watermark in the bottom right corner, and you can also see the profile pic next to the title. And then below that, we have the video description. Now, YouTube only shows a little excerpt of the description, but when the viewer clicks the More link, the full description is shown and they can access your timestamps, links, and read the remaining content of the description. Now, I do want to point out that this demo video was less than a minute long, so my timestamps won't work here, but once you set yours up and align them with your video, they will be clickable and will take the viewer to that particular part of the video when clicked. All right, that's it for the video. Congrats, you are now officially a YouTuber. Okay, there's one last thing I want to go over, and that's how to monetize your channel. In the final portion of this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to monetize your channel via the YouTube Partner Program. Monetizing a YouTube channel involves earning money from your videos through various revenue streams like ads, channel memberships, super chat, and merchandise. However, to start monetizing your content, you must first meet YouTube's eligibility requirements and be part of the YouTube Partner Program. So, with that being said, let's go over the steps and requirements for monetizing your YouTube channel. First, you'll need to follow all of YouTube's monetization policies. This includes YouTube's community guidelines, terms of service, copyright policies, and the YouTube Partner Program policies. Next, you'll need to live in a country or region where the YouTube Partner Program is available. And we briefly touched on this during the country region settings section, but I've linked to the list of acceptable countries or regions for the YouTube Partner Program in the video description below. Next, you'll need to have more than 4,000 valid public watch hours in the last 12 months. This includes all watch hours on your public videos in the past 12 months. You'll also need to have more than 1,000 subscribers to your YouTube channel. Finally, you'll need to have a linked AdSense account. So after you apply to the YouTube Partner Program, you'll need to create an AdSense account and link it to your YouTube channel. This is how you're going to receive your earnings. And speaking of applying for the YouTube Partner Program, let me show you how to do that. So after you meet all of those requirements we just went over, within your YouTube Studio, click on the Earn tab. And then one cool thing YouTube has done here is that they've given you this little visual on where you stand in terms of meeting their requirements to join the YouTube Partner Program and monetize your channel. Now, this particular channel is brand new, so there's not going to be much here, but you can monitor your progress here, and when you meet the requirements, you'll be able to apply to the Partner Program here within this dashboard. Now, there are 2 milestones in terms of monetizing your channel. The first one gives you the ability to create paid memberships, add supers, which is like a way for your viewers to donate to you via paid chat messages, paid stickers, and paid thank yous. Then there's the shopping option where you can connect your own store to start sharing products across your channel. Then below that, YouTube has the eligibility meters, and this basically lets you monitor and track your eligibility for these monetization features. Then below that is the second monetization milestone, which is ads. So this is the big one, and in order to be eligible for this, you need to have 1,000 subscribers and one of the following: either 4,000 watch hours in the last 365 days or 10 million short views in the last 90 days. And we didn't cover shorts in this video, but they're basically YouTube's version of Reels and TikToks. They're vertical short form video content that's best viewed on a mobile device. But either way, once you meet these requirements, you'll be able to apply for the YouTube Partner Program. And I recommend setting up the notification here. So this allows YouTube to notify you when you meet the requirements. And this is so you don't have to keep constantly coming back here and checking your status. Another thing you'll need to set up before you apply to the Partner Program is the 2-step verification. Just click here to set that up, and you'll be good to go to apply after you meet the requirements, of course. Then after you apply, YouTube will review your channel and check if your channel meets all of their guidelines and policies. This process can take a few weeks, but once approved, you could set your preferences for ads, such as what types of ads you want to show on your videos and where you want them to appear. Also not shown here is the Google AdSense part of this process. So in order to get paid by YouTube, you'll need to set up and connect a Google AdSense account. But don't worry, you'll be able to do that here within the Earn section of your YouTube Studio after you're approved to be a part of the YouTube Partner Program. I actually have a YouTube channel that is close to meeting the monetization requirements, and as you can see, once you apply, YouTube walks you through the application process that includes signing up and connecting a Google AdSense account. And I'll be creating a monetization step-by-step video tutorial in the coming months, so be sure to subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel and keep an eye out for that tutorial in the near future. It's important to note that even after you're accepted into the YouTube Partner Program, maintaining eligibility is a continuous process. YouTube requires channels to adhere to its policies and guidelines actively. Channels are regularly reviewed for continued compliance, and moreover, engaging content that meets the needs and interests of your audience is crucial for the success of your monetization efforts. And finally, if you scroll down towards the bottom of the screen, there are some helpful support tools and resources for creators. Be sure to check those out whenever you have some extra time. Okay, so that's what it takes in order to apply and join the YouTube Partner Program. Now it's time for you to focus on creating engaging content that meets the needs of your audience so that you can then meet the requirements for monetizing your channel. And once you start to see your subscriber count grow, I know you'll feel the fire and drive to keep pushing and growing as a YouTube creator. And as I said in the intro, YouTube changed my life and is a huge part of my success online. So even if you're able to take just one thing from this tutorial and apply it to your success, I can't ask for much more. And before we wrap up, I want to remind you that consistency is key. Your first video might not be perfect, and that's completely okay. Each video you create is a learning opportunity and a chance to grow your skills and your audience. So keep at it, don't give up, and be sure to drop a comment below and let me know how you're doing with your channel and if you have any questions along the way. I'm always happy to help. So that's going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Also, if you're thinking about starting a blog, you got to check out my step-by-step tutorials. They'll show you everything you need to know in order to build, grow, and monetize a professional WordPress blog. And as always, your support means a great deal to me and my family, and for that, I thank you. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.